So today is June 29th, 2024. We're at the Poor People's Campaign's March on Washington, on 4th and Pennsylvania. I'm Corinne Davenport. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure, I'm Rosanna Cambron.
Hi.
Hi.
And where are you coming from today? Because people come from all over.
Actually coming from Los Angeles, California.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When did you guys come out here from LA?
We arrived last night.
Yeah.
There's a delegation of 17 people who came from California.
And what did you, where did you come with, I guess? Sorry, who did you come with?
So California is pretty big. It's very far from Washington, so we were able to muster up enough money to come to bring 17 people to the Poor People's Campaign March and Rally.
And are you guys with one specific organization or all?
Yeah, we're with the Poor People's Campaign.
Okay.
Well, I am, not this table, but we sort of are. I don't know.
And what are y'all out in California up to? Like, what are the issues y'all are confronting?
Housing, pretty much same poverty, and we got to end poverty. You know, we got to vote. We have to move the money, you know, to meet the needs of our people.
And how long have you been with the Poor People's Campaign?
Since 2017.
Have you noticed any big changes in even just that time? I know housing in California has been going crazy for the past week.
Well, you know, the movement continues to grow, and we continue to have some impact. But I think as a nation, we are growing more and more as a Poor People's Campaign, and we are building that movement and that influence and that impact.
Are there certain things that you guys have done more work on in California than you've seen elsewhere? Are there any specific things that are big in California that you want to kind of advocate for here at a larger level?
Well, in California, we've worked a lot on the campaigns to make sure that the politicians add poverty to their campaign, to their to their narrative. That's really important to their campaign. What is that called? Campaign list. What is that? I forget that it's, yeah. So, to make it part of their campaign, to address poverty. How are they going to address poverty? And so we're doing that. Yeah.
And what all policies are you guys focusing on?
What's that?
What all policies regarding poverty are you guys focusing on?
Housing, there's in California, especially in Los Angeles, there's over 100,000 people who live on the streets throughout California, but in the Los Angeles area, there's about 57,000 that live on the street. On top of those that are sharing an apartment, whole families share apartments, people share, a room. So the housing situation is huge. Yeah.
Are there any specific solutions that are emerging in California that you think could be brought elsewhere or the other way around?
No, I think it's pretty much representative of the country.
So, came all the way up from California. What are you guys hoping to get out of kind of coming together to this larger space with a lot more organization?
So this is kind of energizing, the rallies and the marches and the meeting of other people that are of like mind, that we're all thinking together about what we need to do. And what is our main goal is to go out to the polls, go out and make sure that we get the people who are suffering the most getting out there to vote. That's our goal. Whether it's going to be, some focus will be for us in California, but there'll be other focuses where we can contribute throughout the country, such as letter writing campaigns, texting, phone calling, things like that.
And I totally have another question. Oh yeah. So Supreme Court decision about Grants Pass. I was really following that case really closely. Do you think that'll have an impact at all on your guys' advocacy?
Say that again.
Did you see the Supreme Court case, the ruling yesterday that was out of Grants Pass, Oregon, that allowed homelessness to be criminalized when there's no other option for shelter?
What?
unhoused people can be arrested for being on the street when there are no housing options available to them. Thoughts? What do you guys do? Has that changed strategy or anything?
That we're going to criminalize poverty. That's insane. In the richest country in the world, we're criminalizing poverty. You know, it doesn't make any sense. The richest country, it's shameful. It's shameful. You know, in Vietnam, there's only 6% that live in poverty. In China, there is 1.4 billion people that live there, and no one is living in extreme poverty. No one. In the richest country in the world, we have 135 million people live in poverty. It's shameful. Very shameful. Sorry, I got emotional.
No, you're so good. It's an incredibly emotional topic.
Yeah.
In an ideal world, what are the very first solutions you want everyone to mobilize for together, to advocate for, put in place?
Poverty. The poor first. The poor first. Because they're the ones who suffer the most.
Yeah.
They come first. In my opinion. I'll be happy to go without, but if we're lifting up the poor.
Yeah. And how do you think we can all, especially given some legislative, judicial roadblocks kind of being put in place, how can we get there, do you think?
We have to join movements. We have to be part of the movement. We have to be part of that voice that is speaking out in organizations such as the Poor People's Campaign. And we have to be able to speak by it, you know, be determined, be disciplined, be in the moment. You know, we can't just sit by and say, oh, that's so sad. We can't afford this. We have to, we have to speak out. We have to be part of that. We have to vote, because it's not just about presidents, it's about legislators, it's about judges, it's about school board members, city council members, all of that. So we have to vote. That's our voice.
Marvelous. Is there anything else you want to add about California, Poor People's Campaign, anything else at all?
No? Please go out and vote.
Alrighty. Thank you so much.